Hi everybody, I'm Donna from Purple Pinky Promises. Welcome. I'm going to try to share this link over on Facebook. And let's see. All right, so let's get this shared over there, and then people can come and join us over here. So yay! Welcome everybody. Thank you for joining me. If you are here, say hello. I would love to have you join the chat. We'll wait for people to get the notification that I'm live. And if you're catching us on the replay, thank you to everyone who is taking the time to either join us live or catch our replay. Thanks. We appreciate you. And I don't always do this because I'm not a very big I'm not very pushy. Well, hello, Joy Ledbetter. I think I read that right. Yes, hello, welcome. Nice to have you here. Thanks for joining us. I'm not a big pusher as far as social media goes, but if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up and follow us, and you'll get notified, and it also helps us in the algorithm, and every little thing helps, so thank you. All right, well, I have Joy here with me, so that means I can go ahead and get started with the project if that is okay. So here we go. We're going to do the August portion of this BetterPress calendar, and this month, August, tomorrow is August. So for this calendar portion, we're going to do butterflies. And hello, Lindy. Good afternoon to you. Thank you for joining me. Yay. So we're going to do these beautiful butterflies, and I have already die cut them. So I want to give you a little tip for this. So they're very nicely laid out. HoneyBee Stamps has done a really good job with placing all the pieces for this butterfly on one little plate. And as you can see, they're all, I want to say gathered, but they're all put together in one little set. It's nicely set. Yay! And so they die cut out, and the temptation just might be to just pop them all out, try to find your pieces. I'm going to advise that you don't do that because it can get a little bit confusing trying to find all your pieces. So what I advise you to do is go one butterfly at a time, take out all your pieces, and adhere them to some low tack tape into sets, just like this. So that's what I've done to make things a little bit easier on myself when I am going to go put these together and color them and all of that. And so HoneyBee Stamps has also got a beautiful little layering guide, and I also kind of thought this is really nice for coloring purposes too. So I've picked my inks out. I've got a lot here. I may not end up using them all, but I've got the stack of Distress Oxides, folks. So I just thought, there's my little tip for you on how to do that in sets. So there we go. I am gonna leave this out as I do that. Hi, Irene. Oh my goodness, these are all the wonderful people that I met last week for Paper Gansai. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Yay. Okay, howdy, howdy. So I am gonna start out by inking up my butterflies. That's what I've decided I'm gonna do. And I actually have them all layered out just according to each of these butterflies on this layering guide. So that's how I'm gonna follow suit. And I am going to try to remember, the first thing I wanna do with each of these is I'm going to get my black soot, and I am going to do that first. And then we might be doing this a little bit different than we normally would, but to save confusion, I am gonna go ahead and assemble after I have inked each of these up so that I could do them. I could pop them back on if I wanted to. I am so excited to have you here with me, Irene. Yay. Irene, are you the one that does the quick cards? Help me remember. Help me remember which, I have met so many people last week, but I just recognized your name. Somebody does the quick cards, and I can't remember who that was. Help me. Were you in that group? Okay, we're gonna do this next butterfly in Peacock Feathers. And then I'm gonna assemble this little stinker. We're gonna go with Peacock. I'm envious you all went to PaperCons. Yeah, it looked like they all had a really good time, didn't it? So I just want to show you how beautiful these are. They are embossed, and look how beautiful they ink up. So if you go lightly, I went a little heavy-handed over here on the right side, but I just discovered something. If you, I do Card Chaos on Mondays. Okay, awesome. Thank you for sharing that with everybody. Yay. So the insides of these will stay light if you don't go so heavy like I did. But you can kind of get a two-tone with it. I'm gonna bring this up to the camera so you can kind of see. I may not have needed 2 inks, but I'm gonna, for each of my butterflies. So there is this first butterfly. We're gonna go ahead and assemble it to save us the crazy confusion of putting it together later. Okay, butterfly number 1 is done. And then I'll show you what else I have here to work with today. And just a warning, guys, you might want to go get, I'm the one on the paper rose. Yes, Irene. Okay, yes, I remember you. We were in the back chit-chatting about paper rose. Yes, yay. Now tell me, are you, you're not from Australia. Where are you from? I can't remember. If you don't mind sharing. You don't have to if you don't feel comfortable with that. But because we met a gal that was from Australia. Was she in your group? I believe she was. Okay. Yes. The quick cards. Okay. Well, these are not quick. I am not quick by any means. Just to let you know, I am I take forever. Ask anybody else who's been on my lives. I take forever. So this is a tiny little piece. I'm gonna have to pick it up with one of my paper picker-uppers. That sounds like an old Charmin. No, not Charmin. Paper picker-upper. Bounty, maybe. Sounds like a Bounty commercial, doesn't it? All right, here we go. That's our first butterfly. I feel like she needs to go up just a little bit more, and we are good. Perfect. Butterfly number 1 is done. Okay, now we're gonna clean up just a bit and get butterfly number 2 rolling. Where's my, yay. Hi, Kelly, welcome. Natasha, that's right, that was Natasha from Australia. Indiana, that's right, you're from Indiana. Did you get a chance to chit chat with Karen while you were here? Of course, somebody's calling me. I can't answer whoever it is. I'm live. So the bounty. All right. Oh, thank you. The embossing on this is gorgeous. Okay, so we're gonna go with our second butterfly. That crazy thing. I'm gonna go heavy on the antennas with the dark black soot. These are oxides, folks. I'm gonna go lighter on the body, and this time I'm gonna go darker for this piece so it can have a little bit of contrast and kind of set itself apart. Okay, so there's our body for what somebody who knows what that is. What are all those? I had this down at one time. Miss Lindy's my science nerd here. Tell me what those pieces and parts are. Help me remember, because I researched it before one of my lives to talk about all these pieces and parts, but I've forgotten already. And I used to homeschool too, so I used to know all this stuff. Now I'm elbow deep in crafting. It's close to state and country, both in vowels. I didn't, unfortunately. I know, so close to her. I didn't know whether or not you'd get a chance to do that. Okay, our next color, our top is going to be darker, and our bottom is going to be lighter. And so I'm going to go with cracked pistachio and speckled egg. We'll see how it goes. I may end up just using cracked pistachio. I'm going to test my my speckled egg first and see kind of if I like it together with the cracked pistachio. So here we go. I'm going to go top is cracked pistachio. Say that fast. Whoops, really quick. And I have over inked. This is over inked. All right, folks. Hip, hip, hooray. I overdid it. You know what? That's okay. Let's try some speckled egg on a little cheat sheet here. Let's see how the speckled egg is gonna look with it. I don't know if I want it together. I may try to go lighter handed. Yeah, I don't want speckled egg with it. I'm gonna go lighter handed with the bottom part to see if I can get this better. Bye-bye, speckled egg. All right, here we go. Butterfly number 2. So, yes, much better. I may flick some water on that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go lighter handed. Come around. Abdomen, thorax. You guys are awesome. Yay. See, look at you guys go. I knew you could do it. All right, I'm gonna see if I can lift some of this color from this top piece with my baby wipe. Let's experiment. You know what? Doesn't hurt, does it? We can always try. Okay, lifting off some of this ink to make it just a smidgen lighter, but I kind of don't think it's gonna do it, but that's okay. It's still a very pretty butterfly, and it still has that embossing on it, so I like that. You can still see the embossing on it if I turn it just a little. I'm gonna put it together and you can see it better. Following my guide here. So this piece layers under this piece according to the instructions. So I'm gonna glue those together. Kelly, yay, Kelly, me too. Awesome. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are chatting in the box. Yay. I think Mary Gunn calls it the chatter box. All right, next piece goes over that. Oops, I don't think you need that so far down here. I'm gonna wipe off my glue from the bottom. I only needed it up here top. Perfect. And now we're just gonna layer this part right here. Turn that around. And there is a lit that you can see that there's a specific place that it goes. It kind of goes like this, like a little, there's a little shaped top to it that kind of indicates where it needs to go. I'm gonna get this glue off. There we go. These are pretty. These are gonna be really pretty lifted up. Okay, butterfly number 2 is done. Yay. Okay. I told myself to go lighter handed, but anybody that's been around here for a while knows that I call myself the aggressive crafter. All right, butterfly number 3. Yay. Get this done in black soot. And we're gonna go heavy on the black soot with this. We're gonna go dark at the top and then go lighter as we go down. Just a little less heavy, just light. Okay, there's that. Done. Okay, what colors did I pick out for this? I think I picked out Ripe Persimmon and Tattered Rose. Okay, Ripe Persimmon is a very, very strong color, so I gotta be careful when I'm doing that. And according to my guide here, this is the part that goes under. And so I'm gonna do the light one, light-handed here on the bottom and the darker on the top. So I'm gonna grab my top piece and I'm gonna go with that. So here we go. I probably wanna get some of my ink off here first. I might just go around those edges darker to kind of give it some interest. All right. Top of that butterfly, done. That's pretty. Now the bottom one's going to be Tattered Rose. That should be pretty. Let's do it. So, all of these are Oxides. I love it. I love it when the chatter goes. You guys are awesome. Okay, where's my, there it is. Okay. Tattered Rose. Here we go. So, light. And I'm gonna go around the edges on this. Oh, this is a pretty combo. So there you go. Gorgeous combo. Tattered Rose and Ripe Persimmon. I really like this combo, guys. It's really pretty. Giving a little bit of color around these edges. That's pretty. All right, let's put it together and I'll show you what it looks like. Clean up. Yes, I'm aggressive. I glue, ink, the whole 9 yards. It is what it is, folks, right? Okay, so this tells us that this part goes right here like that. Isn't that pretty? I love how these layer. So beautiful. Nice work, HoneyBee. stamps. When the video is over, I will list our products that we used here so that you can duplicate if you like, or if there's something you see that you don't have, you can order. But this time is meant to inspire you to go get into your stash and create. So, but we're happy to help you if you need something from our shop. Okay, let's get that glued on there, right? There. And now we're gonna put this here. I remembered this time not to go too heavy or to go too far below. These are really pretty. So there is some glue for that. And that part is already set. There's a little divot, like a little divot that tells you where the top of it is, and it's on the guide, and you can see it on the die itself. So if you just follow these layering guides, it's not very hard at all. Super, super easy. I need to get it up a little closer so I can see it a little better. There we go. Oh my goodness, congratulations to you, Joy. That is exciting to win gift cards. Whoop, whoop. Okay, here, I meant to show you guys the butterfly. How pretty is that? That's a really pretty butterfly. Okay, butterfly number 3, last 2. Okay, this one's got some, we don't have as many little pieces with the black soot, so I may just try to go up here at the top and go a little lighter, dark up here, grab some more, just a smidge. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted. I like that. Okay, so that's all we need from this one. Clean up. And our colors that I selected for this were Mowed Lawn and Twisted Citron. This one is going to be a little bit more complicated. Yes, we are a store too. Yes. Where are you located, Joy? See, this is the bottom here. Okay, these two are the bottom pieces. So they're gonna go light. So we'll do those first. These are our top 2 pieces. So these are the bottom 2 pieces. Now we're following our guide here. I'll show you. Oh, thank you, Irene. That's super sweet of you. Okay, so the shape, I just pulled out the 2 shapes that are my bottom pieces from my layering guide. And that's what I have right here in my hand. And I'm gonna ink these 2 up in Twisted Citron. That's my lighter color. And so we'll just go kind of reminding myself to go light-handed. That first blue butterfly, it must have been the way it die cut. It just, those impressions were really beautiful. So, and very prominent. So that was really nice to have that. I'm gonna take this darker around these edges. You're in muggy and hot Louisiana. Well, Joy, you know what? It's muggy and hot here too, but today we have a nice day, and I hope it's coming your way so that you can enjoy some of the wonderful weather we've had today. It wasn't quite as hot and muggy today. I have been in Louisiana, so I know it is hot there and very, very muggy at times. My son used to live in Florida, so I know what that's all about. We're not very far off from Florida, though. We get hot and muggy here, too. So, Okay, next is, whoops, where's my pieces? Okay, guys, I got to talking and I lost my pieces. There it is, it's hiding. Okay, top two, we're gonna do in Mowed Lawn. And here we go. This is a beautiful, I know I've used this color combo quite a bit. Mowed Lawn is a really pretty color combo with Twisted Citron. And I got a little heavy-handed there, folks. But you know what? Butterflies. I did want some contrast, but I didn't want it to be that heavy-handed. But that's all right. That's okay. So let's put this together according to the guide. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it is a huge difference. Texas is hot too, but let me tell you, I'm sure there's a huge difference between Houston and where you are in Louisiana. Okay, back to my guide. Okay, I'm gonna pop this here so you guys can kind of see. I'm following this one right here. So we're gonna take our little thorax, all those little technical terms, and there's a piece here that goes in one direction like this is what it's telling us to do. We're gonna attach these two pieces, okay? So let's do that first. I'm gonna put some glue right there where it tells me to glue. So we're gonna do that right there. We're gonna attach these. Just as so. Once I get it on there, I can hold it. And then the next one goes right there over it, but it goes down towards the bottom. So I'm gonna put my glue right here. And we're gonna glue this part like this. This one's pretty. It's got all the 4 steps to it. I like that. Okay, it kind of covers. Okay, we're gonna bring it up just a little bit. There we go. And a little bit more so that we can actually see some of that body there. See that? So you want to be able to see some of that. Okay. There's that, and then we take our next one is this back piece, which goes right behind and just attaches the back behind there. So we'll put glue here, attach it behind, let it hold, and it comes down back behind this piece. This is why I use glue. It's just very delicate and dainty and so pretty. And this last one is just gonna go right like this and kind of finish it off. It's so pretty. So, so pretty. Okay, there's that. Look at that, that's so pretty. You guys, look how pretty. See if you can see that very well. So pretty. Okay. And then the last one that I have here, I have picked raspberry and spun sugar. So we've got some really pretty butterflies and different types of colors. I love it. So let's get this first inked up. So going heavy at the top on the antennas. And then we're gonna go lighter at the bottom. Pull this out of the way, clean it up. All right, we are done with black soot. Bye. Let's see. First one, so this one goes this direction. I love it. We got butterflies going in different directions. So according to our guide, this first piece right here is what we're doing. And I am gonna make that one dark. Then this piece is what we're gonna do second. And we're gonna go with it being light, because I want to. And this last one is gonna be dark. Kind of looking at it, studying it a little bit. Huh. Okay. This last set of instructions is a little bit different. In this picture, it looks like this little piece right here is behind it, which is kind of weird. But then in the, yeah, it does. This final one, it looks like it's out front. And I kind of like it that way. But I don't know. I think I'm going to leave it the way it guides. Okay. Maybe I want to go with it light. I'm looking at it and studying it, you guys, trying to figure out what colors I want to do. Okay, I think I've decided what I'm going to do. So this piece right here is going to go out front, and I am going to do it lighter. We're going to go with Spun Sugar. So here we go. And then these two are going to be in the picked raspberry. Pretty. I don't know that this is a really, if it's enough to differentiate around the edges. It's a very light color. I'll try my best though. All right, next is our picked raspberry. And we're done with butterflies. Yay, that only took half of our time. Okay. I think I'm gonna maybe smooth it out a little. All right. I am gonna go around those edges. Give it a little bit more definition. That's pretty. Now remember, your oxides lighten up a bit after they dry. So I love it, you sharing information with each other. That's great. Okay. We are not done with some of these colors because I'm going to use it for a background. I'm gonna flick up and create a fun little speckled background with all these colors. It's gonna be fun. All right, so this one goes on first, and it looks like it comes right behind here. So I'm gonna flip this over, get some glue back there. So there we go. Yep, it looks like it goes just right there. Hold on to that. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the other one that goes right here, just like that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put this one on, kind of like so. Yes, yes, that's what I wanna do. All right, and you can do it any way you want. It's just like, it looks like the final one has, whoops, the wings, this lighter wing out front. And that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna do it that way, the way it shows. Love it. Pull that right there. Oh, perfect. There is that butterfly. Or the host, what is your name? My name is Donna. Sorry about that, Joy. I always assume that people are catch it at the very beginning when I introduce myself, but I am Donna Mack here at Purple Pinky Promises. So thank you for asking. Yay, okay. Oh yeah, Spun Sugar and picked raspberry are very pretty together. Let's do a background. How about that, folks? Let's do it. This part is gonna be, so this is the back side, and this is going to be our background. So I am gonna take a box here, and it's my splatter box. I'm trying to keep it from going everywhere so that we don't have too much of a mess. So I'm gonna take my inks. You'll have to excuse me here while I get myself all situated. I gotta scoot things over just a smidgen. And I won't be able to see the chat for a minute, but what I'm doing here is I'm going to take the color that I want to use, and I'm gonna use Mowed Lawn. I'm gonna use picked raspberry, and I don't know if I'll take, we'll see about the cracked pistachio, we'll see. Definitely the ripe persimmon. And where's my not picket fence, but there it is, Peacock Feathers. So we'll definitely be using, yep, those are the colors we're using. So for the first one, I'm gonna get a brush here, and I'm gonna get my brush wet. Just gonna spray it. Turn this around here. And I'm gonna put some water here in a little, I don't know if you can see that, but I'm gonna take some Peacock Feathers and just put it right here, and that's what I'm gonna use to pick up from my wet brush and flick it on my background. So I'm gonna put my background in here, just like so. Hi, Pam, welcome. So we're gonna pick this up, and we're just gonna get some color in there. Very light. Okay, now cleaning. I'm gonna clean off in here. And I'm gonna need my rag. And next color is gonna be ripe persimmon. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. See, there's speckles on that. I'll show it to you when I'm all done. We're gonna pick up some water, pick up some ink. Woo, we got the orange in there for sure. I'm gonna try to get some on this side too. Okay, and I'm gonna try to wipe that off. Clean out. And next color, we'll go with cracked pistachio. Ooh, that was juicy. Var juicer. Yep, I think we got enough. I need to come up here with some, may turn this around. All right, cleaning up. There we go. Next color is Mowed Lawn. Get this brush ready to go. Pretty color. So now we've just got some green in here. Bring this down. A nice, fun little speckled background. I didn't want anything to compete too much with my butterflies. That's kind of why I'm doing that. So there's that. Whoopsie, I didn't mean to clean it up with that. Last color, picked raspberry. And pretty pink. Oh my goodness, you guys. It has a lawn fawn feel to it, you know? I'll show you. Really super cute. Fun little speckled background. I love it. All right. I hope I didn't get any on my iPad. I'm terrible about getting things everywhere whenever I'm splattering. Oh, I am not done. I wanted to do some gold on there too. Silly woman, you're not done. Another baby wipe. I think I've used all I can use from that one. So let's bring that back. Let's get some gold. How about that? That's going to be pretty too in there. Let's see. So I have these, the Gansai Tombi Starry colors. So we'll pull this out and we'll go with champagne or blue gold. I think I want this. I'm going to go with champagne. Let's go with champagne. So this is easy. We just put our water in here. And then we take a little swirl with our brush. If you have never used this product, boy, if you get this, you're in for a treat. And you just leave the water in, it'll dry right in the pan and it's ready for the next time you use it. Okay. Just wanted to go with some light gold flecks in there. Let's get some more. Let's do it. Getting it everywhere but where I want it, folks. There it goes. Let's turn it around. I like those gold flecks. I feel it on my hands. I probably should have worn an apron. Yes. Okay. Yep, that's what I wanted. Yes, I love splattering. And I might even splatter these butterflies. I don't know if you can see the gold or not. It's in there and it's really pretty. I love the gold. Okay. Done. Clean that up later. So I might water flick I just might take some water and just flick some water on my butterflies just to kind of get them to, or put some white on them. I could do that. But just to kind of give them a little softening effect, I guess is what I'm looking for. It may or may not work. I don't know that it's making a difference with it. I think I'm gonna get the white. I'm gonna get the white out. Let's do it. A little bit of white on our butterflies would be pretty, wouldn't it? I'm about all the little details. I love details. So that's why my lives take forever, because I like the details. Okay, back to this. So the white is in here at the front, and you can tell it's the most loved one in the bunch. We use this in our classes quite a bit. There we go. So I'm going to spritz some water in there. Get some, just gonna do a little bit of white. Nothing too drastic. I don't know that I made any difference. Can't really see it, but it's going. I know it is. Because it's getting all over me. There we go, folks. And I said not too much and not too crazy, and look, there I go crazy. Trying to get this one. All right, we're done being crazy. Oh, these are so pretty, you guys. They have a light, just a light shimmer to them. Look at those. Whoops, where am I at? There we go. So pretty. I love it. And then that one is pretty. Look at that. Oh, I love the BetterPress. I'm kind of a little bit of a BetterPress freak. So we're doing that here in just a second. So you can't see it very well, but it's kind of hard to see. I'm trying to turn it, but there's a little slight bit of white on there. So pretty. It's shimmery and white. So pretty. It just added a nice little effect to all of these butterflies. I like it. Okay. Now I really am done with the box. Okay, let's do the BetterPress. I am going to move some things away and get my brushes out of the way. We are going to BetterPress. Get my ink set done and out of the way. We have our background, our butterflies. Oh, yes. No competition there at all. That looks fabulous. I may have to ink the edges of this when I get to it, but for now, we're just moving everything out of the way. We're going to do our BetterPress part. Okay. This part measures 3 3/4. So that is kind of what I am looking to do, is to get our panel cut down to 3 3/4. Now, I don't make a fuss. I just grab my A2 panel and I just go to town with it and I cut it down, because otherwise it's just too much trying to line it up. So we're looking for August of 2025 here. We're looking for days of the week. And August 1st is on a Friday. That's not hard to find, right? So that would be the second to, because we go from Sunday to Saturday. So it might be easier just to look for number 2. This is probably the most complicated part of this. And it's not really too bad at all. So here it is. I found it. It's like, where's Waldo? Okay, so Friday is the 1st and Saturday is the 2nd, and that's how I found it. And so when you're looking for yours, you're just gonna because when it actually presses down, the 1st and the 2nd are gonna be over here to the right. So that's how we do it. All right. Now here's a little hack that some of you may or may not have seen, and I can't remember where I saw it because I saw it on YouTube somewhere, and I don't know who did this, but to lay your piece of cardstock that lines up right in here between these lines here, get them as straight as possible, and lined up. And I always try to remember BetterPress to BetterPress, but I have removable sticky. See what my plate looks terrible because this is removable sticky tape, little tape runner. And when I press down, I pick up, and voila, my paper is stuck here. I don't have to worry about anything at all interfering with the BetterPress. So I'm just gonna go towards the middle, which has always been easiest for me. And I just kind of line it up middle-wise, middle here and over to the right and the left. And I just kind of, I kind of eye it up to see if I'm in the middle. And it looks like I am. This is the middle of my week, so I kind of go with this middle part here. And then I do my days of the week, just a smidgen above this line. And just making sure that it lines up here. And then I do my August right above it. Oops, this way, because we don't want August upside down. We go this way, and I just line it up right to left, just right above it. Just like so. And there it is. So I ink it up, and I use Versafine Clair. Oh, thanks, you guys. You guys are so awesome. Okay, here we go. So I ink it up, and I do like this for this project. I really do. Not pressing too hard. I just keep going over it because I don't want to move it out of its place, definitely. And voila, I think it's ready to go. It looks like it's good and inked up. Put this back on. And you don't have to have a Spellbinders machine. This is also compatible with the Sizzix die cutting machines as well. So not necessary. So I'm just rolling this through with no other plates. I'm gonna do this. Pull this out. Done. I got something stuck inside of here, so this part doesn't stay closed. I have to have a little rubber band to keep it closed. And there it is. Looks great. Now I just cut it down. That's all I do. So I cut this plate down. I want it to be 3 3/4 because I want it to kind of line up side to side with that. That's what I've decided I'm gonna do. I don't really want you. I think I want you. So, because it's A2, it's 4 1/4. So I'm just gonna take off 1/4 from the right. Well, actually, I am just gonna kind of take off a little bit here. We'll figure this out here in a minute. Take a little off here, and now we can kind of finagle with it a little better. Okay, I know it seems like a waste, but it's just kind of how I roll. I taking 1/4 off here, go to the other side, taking 1/4 off there, And now we're down to 3 3/4. Do you believe? I might go down to where, instead of going straight across this, maybe I'll make it to where it kind of fits in there around the edges. Yeah. Let's take off another 1/4 of an inch off each side. I need to get my butterflies in a safe place. Let's do it. Let's take another 1/4 off each side. There's a 1/4 there, and there's a 1/4 there. So now we're down to 3 1/4 from right to left. And I like how that's going to be really nice. So it's going to come down here. I'm going to take some of this off and take some of this off, and we should be good to go. So let's start there. Oops. That measured, I took that down, and that was 2 1/2, I believe. Was that? I saw it, yep. I'm going to take a little bit off down here to 2 1/4 maybe. But I don't think that's going to take off. I'm going to go to 2. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, let's go to 2. You can always take more off the top if it looks too heavy at the. Perfect. So we've got, this measures 2 by 3 1/2. Is that right? Did I say 3 1/2? Or yes, or 3 1/4. Excuse me, 3 1/4. 2 by 3 1/4. All right. I think that's going to be really cute. I know, the calendar, I absolutely love. I've loved working with the calendar and doing the project this year. And just to let you guys know, if you've never watched me before, I'm one of those fly by the seat of my pants type of crafters. I just kind of go with it. So I'm bending these just ever so gently, and we're going to get these butterflies on here just like this, willy-nilly here and there, and I'm just giving it a little lift and a little character. And we're just gonna glue those down. I'm just kind of sizing everything up to see where I want things to lay. And so pretty. Let's maybe put some of these smaller ones down here, kind of right there. And then here. And then we have our last butterfly. Can kind of stick here in the middle, and I love it. I love all of these fun little pieces. You know, we could do that. Stick this little puppy right here. I don't know, I kind of like that green one in the middle better. Yep, I like it like that. Okay. So I'm going to glue all of these guys down, and I think I am going to do a fun little inked edge. That's going to be really kind of fun. So I'm just going to put glue right here so that my butterflies can kind of look like they're lifting. And I was going to do a sentiment on here. I don't know that I'm going to have room for it. The sentiment I was thinking about doing on this was, it says, "One smile a day can lift a spirit and change a life." I really like that, but I don't know that I have room for it anywhere. I could take one of my butterflies off and do it, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to go with butterflies. I think I've had some of these where I didn't have any sentiments. I tried, or not sentiments, but just a saying of sorts. Pop you right there. And So pretty. Okay, we'll take these guys off, glue this down, and I'm gonna I don't know if you guys were in, I think, Irene, I think you were in the group of people that were interested in doing the ATC exchange with us. And I am going to be sending out an email about that later on tonight and kind of re-explaining. I didn't get very many splatters over there, but that's okay. Come down a little bit to over. I am sending out an email about it tonight. I need to make an announcement for the August BetterPress. I said BetterPress, I meant ATC. I'm doing BetterPress project here right now, so that's why I said BetterPress. All right. And so pretty. I love these. Thank you, Irene. I like how they lift up off of there. So there they are. Okay. Last thing I'm going to do is I am going to, yes. So there's an email, and if you subscribe, I believe I got everybody caught on to that before they left. If you're subscribed, and I'll go through and make sure that that group that you were in, I can go back to that day because I know who was here that day. Make sure I get in there and get you all, make sure you're subscribed. But I'll send out that information. I'm just getting the ink off my brushes, you guys. It's as easy as that. And I thought, how pretty would this be as a nice little background, just inking this up. I don't know that where's my green? That was cracked. Let's go with green. Let's go with Mowed Lawn. Where'd you go, Mowed Lawn? Brush. My brush for Mowed Lawn. Come back. What did I do? There you are. Just being careful not to get an ugly brown color if I cross over. Now I'm going to go into orange. And I think that's the roundabout of our colors. So let's keep going here. We'll start over. I'm going to start again with Peacock Feathers, because we have the green on that side. We'll go with Now we can go with our Mowed Lawn. Or cracked pistachio. That's what we need. And then we'll go back with Peacock Feathers. Nope, we want I'm just doing it willy-nilly here. Right, Persimmon and Now we can do Mowed Lawn. Maybe. Back to Peacock Feathers. Where'd you go? Right in front of me. And I'm thinking I need picked raspberry. That's what's going there, whether you like it or not. All right, let's see how this goes. Just pop that. Oh, so pretty. I love it. Got a couple of plates. No, I just like it. I like it a lot. I think I'm just going to leave it. I might do a little more cracked pistachio right there. Wherever that brush went. And then yes. Happy place. Okay. You know what? I don't sell hero brushes here. That was a freebie that was given to me. I'll just tell you, I get these on Amazon. I don't have a store on Amazon, but I buy these on Amazon, and I'm going to try to make a mental note to connect you to that link. But my small brushes that I sell here in the store, I am a big advocate for those little brushes when you're doing the stencils and things like that, that need to get into those little places. So I do sell all new little brushes, and I sell some little brushes from Pink Fresh, and I also sell brushes from Tailored Expressions. You cannot get those on my store because then Tailored Expressions, you can go to Tailored Expressions and get those brushes, and they're very nice brushes, by the way. So, but for my classes and stuff, because I use individual brushes with individual colors when I'm doing my classes, so that we don't have a lot of confusion about going back and forth between colors. I do use individual brush colors, so I can't afford to get a brush from every, so I get them off Amazon. But like I said, I'm a big advocate for the brushes that I do sell here in the shop because they are very nice brushes. So anyway, thank you, Irene. That's super nice of you to say that. And here is our August 2025 BetterPress calendar. Yay! Hip, hip, hooray. So some of you were here, I think, when I was telling the story about the name of our shop. And Miss Lindy is on here. Say hello, Lindy. She was the person that I was, my best friend that I was crafting with the day that the name of the store was named, or the name of our business was named, rather. So, yes. She's here. Shout out to Lindy. Oh, there she is. Thank you, Lindy. Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you, thank you. I love it. I'm hoping that the close-up that I get of this will be able to, when I get the picture on here, the little thumbnail will give it some justice, and you'll be able to pick up some of that gold and white that's in there. It's just, I love this so much. All right, folks. Oh, I didn't think I saw Hero in the store. Yeah, new little brushes. Okay. Are those the little round, because we are now selling the Trinity brushes here. I haven't tried them yet. My customers got to try them on Sunday when Trinity Stamps and Pear Blossom Press was here. So, yes, they've come out with those brushes, and my customers loved them. I sold all of them that I had here, and I had to order a whole new bunch of them. Yes, I do like Alt New and Pink Fresh, and I like the Tailored Expressions ones too. But everybody seemed to really, really love the Trinity Stamps brushes as well. They were my customers went wild over them. So I do carry those, but I'm out of stock right now, and I'll be getting a refresh here pretty soon. Yes, yay, Lindy. Thanks for shouting out who you are. Yay. All right, guys. Oh my goodness, I so appreciate that you all have stopped in and shared some crafty time with me. It's been a blessing talking to you. If you had any questions in the chat, because the chat went really fast and I couldn't keep up and do the thank you, Irene. I couldn't keep up with it very well. So I'll try to go back through and see if I can catch any question. I think I caught the one question about here a few chats ago. So anyway, I will try to look through those. If I haven't answered your question, you can email me. You can email me donnamac@purplepinkypromises.com. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. You guys take care. Thanks, Pam. Yay. You guys take care and have a blessed rest of your day.